Have you ever wondered how to participate in giveaways? And do you want to know how to create an amazing lead magnet using AI? How about would you like to know how to convert your leads into happy paying clients? If so, stay. Welcome to Biz Success in 15. I'm your host, Cindy J, the Visibility Wiz, and I'm here to guide you as you step into who you are with outrageous confidence. You can get your 9-step visibility checklist for more visibility, influence, and profits at visibilitychecklist.com. Today, I'll be speaking with Krista Inakovsky about leads on autopilot. Now, Krista is a former professional dancer. She has transitioned into a remarkable career as a life and business coach. She specializes in empowering experts to shine brightly and enhance her visibility, enabling them to connect to their ideal audience. Krista is also the co-founder of Infinite List, the premier list building membership community for online experts, and co-hoster of the Podcasters Cruise. Welcome, Krista. It's a pleasure to have you. The first question I have for you is, why is list building so important, and how can one utilize giveaways for list building?
All right. So, talking to all of the coaches, speakers, experts out there that have a message to share, you have offerings to make, whether you are inviting people to a big 3-day event, a webinar, inviting them to work with you one-on-one, or your group program. No matter what that is, we all want more people to invite to what it is that we do. And that's where the importance of having a list really comes to. The list are your group of people who know who you are, know what you're about, and they're the ones that you invite into your world every time you have something to offer. And it's important that we put that list building piece of growing the list consistently as part of our strategy. It's kind of part of that marketing strategy. And that's what we specialize in at Infinite List. And the key element to that is the lead magnet. Did I talk about the lead magnet?
Yeah, explain to those who may not understand what a lead magnet is and why it's so important.
Yeah, so lead magnets are really being touted as the number one way to get people into your world. When we say into your world, that means onto your email list. From your email list, you can also invite them over to social media, but your email list is the only business asset that you own where you actually have control over the names and connection point of the people that are following you. So that's our key goal, is to get the names of people with their emails on your email list. And that lead magnet is, it's a little sampling of what you do where people go, oh, tell me more. And they raise their hand and say, yeah, I'm interested. I will give you my name and email address so that you can, in turn, send me that free offer. It could be a template, a how-to, a checklist, something that's going to add value, and says, hey, I'm interested in you. And that's what really makes it so valuable.
Right. And so, there's so many people out there say, oh, I don't need an email list. Email lists are dead because hardly anybody opens the emails anymore. What do you say to those people?
Yeah, I mean, we certainly hear that, but then the other option is, well, where else are you going to be? We have to be everywhere. And so social media is certainly a platform, but the problem with social media is they control you and your presence on there. And I've seen it time and again where people can just get their account just is gone in an instant. There's also the challenge of not being seen as much on social media without paying for it as we used to be. So it's a both and. Sure, continue with the social media, but you've got to get people over on your email, because otherwise you don't have any way to directly communicate and push out information to say, hey, this is what I'm up to, or here's a great resource for you. And we can really provide a lot of value to I wouldn't even call them clients yet. It's more like our subscribers or your tribe can provide a lot of value by sharing via email.
Speaking about lead magnets, I know that you and Michael Neely, your partner for Infinite List, teach people how to create amazing lead magnets using AI. So, can you share a few tips on how to use AI to create that amazing lead magnet that people really want to say yes to?
Yeah, there's several elements about the lead magnet, Cindy, that people need to pause and pay attention to. The first thing I would say, take a look at your current lead magnet and does it actually align with what you're offering? Sometimes we'll make a lead magnet, we're like, yeah, I've got this thing that's been working for me, or I throw it out there and I really love the way it looks, but now your offerings have changed. And what we're looking for is alignment. We want to really bring people in, give them a taste of what you're then going to offer them as a paid program at some point or a paid event. So number one, we're looking for is alignment. Number two, we want to be making sure that it has these three key elements that Michael teaches through our Infinite List platform. It's included in membership. We have incredible digital training, but I'm going to share that with your audience here today. So these are the three pieces that we want to make sure your lead magnet has. One is it needs to be immediately available, meaning as soon as they say yes, you're going to email them right away and they should be able to get it. You don't want to offer as a lead magnet a ticket to something in the future that has a date and time that they need to be available for. You can follow up with that, but your lead magnet itself needs to be immediately available. Number two is it should be easily consumable. And some people want to like, oh, I'm going to give my 10 module training course that I used to sell for $2,000. And now I'm going to just give it to people for free. And while that might be valuable, it's just too much. It's too much for what we call a first date. People are just getting to know you. And so you want to give them something they can consume in one sitting. That's why checklists, PDFs, a real quick version of an ebook, not an entire ebook, right? We don't want them to have to commit a lot of time to doing this. They should have a quick win, enjoy the value that you gave them, and then leave them curious for more. And then the third element, Cindy, that we want to make sure that your lead magnet has is that you are addressing a top of mind problem. So think about your specific ideal client. What's something that they're wanting to know more about or a problem that you can solve, and address that with a catchy hot headline and make it easy for them to know, hey, they're going to solve this problem or this question that I have in just a short period of time, and they will gladly give you their email address to receive that. And now you can beginning to open the doors of communication both ways.
I love that. And talking about the formats, I know so many people, they still want to give quote unquote videos or audios
Mhm.
as lead magnets. Now, do you think those are good lead magnets? I mean, especially if the video is like 30 minutes or an hour long, is that too much for them to easily consume?
Yeah, it's a really good question. We do bring this up. We have some our fun community calls where we're talking about what's working and what's not working, and sharing advice with each other. The main thing is I would not put in the title of it your 3 hour long masterclass, because that's going to turn them away. But if you do say masterclass and activity guide to get fast results, then like, oh, cool. Once they get in, they may see the length and maybe they don't get all the way through it. But it's more about enticing them with the title that's going to get them to say yes and giving you their email address. So that title is incredibly important.
Mhm. And how about and I know a lot of people do this, they will just give like 5 steps to online visibility. And then as soon as the people opts in, then they say, click here to watch this video. Is that a better way to approach that for people to actually watch the videos versus having the video up front?
That's something you could test out and see what's working. I personally have a lead magnet that pairs a masterclass with an activity guide.
Mhm.
And so it kind of gives them both options. You can do them both together, one or the other. I did want to circle back because I know you wanted to dive into the AI component of how can we use AI
Oh, yes.
to help us with the lead magnet. And AI is great with helping come up with different ideas. So you can feed your ChatGPT or wherever you're working with who your ideal audience is and what you offer, like what your main offerings are, the problem that you solve, and say, hey, come up with a bunch of lead magnet ideas. We can help with ideas. If you know that you are wanting to give your like 10 great tips, then it can help with that too. You can feed it with a lot of different questions and it will help you generate that. And then really importantly is those title ideas. So you can feed your ChatGPT with the title, like this is what my giveaway, or this is what my lead magnet is about. Help me come up with a really catchy title. And it'll usually spit out, 5 or 10 of them, and then you can combine the best of what you're seeing.
Mhm. Usually what I do with ChatGPT is I'll say, give me 21 titles because usually, I don't know why 21 just is my number and it's always 21. Give me 21 titles, give me 21 subject lines, 21 taglines. But usually in those 21, there's going to be something that really attracts me and aligns with who I am, other than having to keep redoing the prompts.
Right. Yeah, I love that. And also you take the couple that you're really liking and go, hey, give me more like this. That
Yes.
way it starts to get off kilter. You're like, oh no, we don't want to go that way. Pull it, bring it back in and say, this is
Mhm.
what I'm liking. So let's do more of like that.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. And so, do you have a challenge if our audience chooses to accept it that
Mhm.
they can do in 15 minutes that's going to help them build their business?
Yeah, absolutely. So our challenge is going to be, do you have a lead magnet? That's number one. And if you do, go back and review it. It may have been a while since you put it together. Does it really entice people to say, ooh, that's interesting. Tell me more. And does it highlight who you are as an expert and get them on the right path to what you have to offer? Now, if the answer is no to any of those things, then your 15-minute mission, if you choose to accept it, is to go play with ChatGPT and get some really great ideas on what would be a hot lead magnet that's going to draw people into your world, that's catchy enough that people say, oh, yeah, tell me more.
I love that. Very, very easy 15-minute thing that can definitely help you grow your business.
Yes,
And
we want to wrap it into what a giveaway is. I don't think we've even done that yet.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's talk about the giveaways a little bit more. And then also, we've talked so much about the lead magnets. And so we have all these leads. So first, you can talk about giveaways and then explain how we can turn these leads into happy paying clients. We all like happy paying clients.
We do, we do. And speaking of great lead magnets, I actually have a great lead magnet that through you, Cindy, that shows people how to make a great lead magnet with AI, and it's right here and available to everybody here at the show.
Yes. And so to get that, the lead magnet, what's the title of it again? Just lead.
It is called the Ultimate AI Lead Magnet Playbook. So
Oh,
it
okay.
is
Yes.
a lead magnet about lead magnets. So it'll help you create your next fabulous lead magnet using those 3 main steps that I shared with you all earlier.
I love that. And you can visit my website, cindyjholbrook.com/AI leads, LEADS. So AI, LEADS, all in lowercase, cindyjholbrook.com/AI leads. So you want to talk a little bit more about the giveaways and again, how to turn these leads into clients.
Right. So once you have a lead magnet that you're really excited about and you just want as many people to see it as possible, you start going, where can I put this lead magnet to actually get seen? And while, of course, you should put it on your website and on your social media, the truth is those are people that have already found you that are going to find those. Wouldn't you like your lead magnet to be seen by people who don't know you yet? That's how we really, gain the numbers and the traction that we're looking for new leads. So there's an event type called a giveaway, which is a curated collection of lead magnets around a similar topic. And that's what we do at Infinite List. And that's what, Cindy, you've been such a great part of many times. And so let's use a theme. What was the theme? What was your title? Do you know off the top of your head? You gave
For my giveaway.
Mhm.
My giveaway was Business Success Giveaway.
All right, great topic. So when Cindy hosted the Business Success Giveaway, we opened it up to other coaches and experts to provide their lead magnets that fall under the category of business success. So we're attracting in an audience of people who want to know more and ways to add more value to their business. And once they arrive by clicking the link, the giveaway opens and there's a collection of about 20 to 25 different lead magnets provided by different experts. And so as we all are sharing this giveaway, to our different audiences, we're taking a whole collection of people that now have eyeballs on your lead magnet as well as the others. That's why, again, you want a catchy headline, because that person who's coming is going to look through and go, oh, now that looks like something I need. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. This one I want. And for every lead magnet that they're interested in, they simply sign up and it goes directly into you as the contributor, into your opt-in page. And now that person becomes a lead on your list, and you begin that nurture process of creating emails and nurturing them back and forth. And now they're on your list. And that's one of the very best ways that we found to grow your email list at the lowest cost per lead.
And I want to pipe in, I have always utilized giveaways to build my list. Whenever I got serious about giveaways, in 1 year, I added 5,000 people to my list utilizing giveaways. However, a lot of hosts want you to have maybe 3,000, maybe 2,000 or 5,000 people on your list before they'll even accept you. That was one of my main reasons for wanting this bigger list, so I could be accepted into these things. Also, you can pay anywhere between $100 to $500 to pay into giveaways. And then if you host your own giveaway, which is when you get the most leads, you're probably looking at $1,000 to $2,000 in order to host your giveaway, paying your VA, setting up all of the stuff. And Infinite List does everything for you. And even if you have a zero list, you're welcome to join Infinite List. And to me, it's a no-brainer because it's a fraction of a cost of what you would pay. If you were even just to host one giveaway yourself, you're going to be paying less per year. And plus, you can participate in all these other giveaways and really build and nurture your list. So I'm a huge fan of Infinite List. So grateful to Michael and Krista for coming up with Infinite List. And if you want to check out Infinite List in itself, you can go to cindyjholbrook.com/Infinite List. And it's all lowercase, I-N, F as in Frank, INITELIST. So I definitely encourage all of you to go check out Infinite List, because it's the best, greatest way to start growing your list and to continue to build it regardless where you're at in your business. That's my plug.
I couldn't have said it better myself. We have such a fabulous community of people, and that's the part that really lights us up, is being able to connect awesome people, great community, and continued opportunities to play together when it comes to list building, list growth, and even just the next idea. Like, there was just so much to be gained from being a part of a community that is awake, alert, big heart, and focused on growth.
Yes, a wonderful community. And we still haven't touched, so really quick, if you can talk about how to turn those leads into happy paying clients.
All right. So that last kind of the final frontier, the final step of this process is you getting the leads onto your email list, and then you begin nurturing them by communicating back and forth. It's important in those first few emails that you are writing things that are getting them to click, to reply, Ask them a short question. You want to develop a relationship where they feel like, hey, I'm really being seen and heard by you. And there's this back and forth. And then as that develops, when it is time to share your latest podcast, the next event that you're doing, that's where you're able to turn the leads into customers because you're inviting them into your world. You can start with a free masterclass or a low ticket webinar, and you just work them through your process, but they're there and they're hearing from you every week. And that helps make the process that much easier as you turn them into paying clients.
I love that. And something that I do like using the hey, reply to me, especially for the first couple ones. And you want to make sure that you reply to their replies. Let
Yes.
them know that you're a real human being and
Yes.
that you care.
Exactly. That's so important, just to take that quick minute and go, oh, thanks for your reply, or I really appreciate that,
Mhm.
to build that rapport back and
Yeah.
forth.
Yeah, because the whole purpose of your emails and nurturing them is for them to get to know, like, and trust you. And whenever they get to know, like, and trust you, that's whenever you're turning them into happy paying clients.
Yes, yes, yes. And for those of you out there who are looking to joint venture, then the size of your list really does matter. And so that email list building is critically important so that you can be a JV partner for other people. The more people that you're able to reach out to that can purchase other people's items, the better. So we won't get into that, but just making sure you're aware that this is really important if you're going to be making money through affiliate and JV commissions.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Krista. It's been a pleasure having you. Before we go, do you have any last thoughts you'd like to share with us?
I would just say, if you haven't really thought about list building or have a strategy in place that's keeping new people adding to your list consistently, then consider everything that we've said today. We really have created Infinite List to be fun, to be a community, to be supportive, and to put list building on ease and autopilot. So it's just kind of working for you in the background, that every month, more people are being added on, more people are being added on. And it's an incredibly important aspect of business growth. And so just take that few minutes to think about where you are and then join us.
Okay, I love it. Thank you again, Krista. And to our listeners, you want to be sure to tune in next week for another episode of Biz Success in 15. And be sure to visit visibilitychecklist.com and get your 9-step visibility checklist for more visibility, influence, and profits. Big hugs. Bye-bye.